Southwest Florida continues our slow climb out of the recession. It is hard to believe that when things were at their worst at the bottom, Edison College, funded by your tax dollars, actually considered leasing a castle in France.
Tonight, For In Your Corner investigator Matt Grant is asking Edison the question you may be wondering. What were they thinking in this special report?
Well, it's no fairy tale. As the economy was cratering and students struggled to pay their tuition, the college considering using your tax dollars to open up a branch campus in northern France.
It looks like something out of the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Nestled in a park in northern France, the Château de Portelet describes itself as an 18th century fairy tale castle. One brochure reads, "Why live in the dorms next semester when you could live in this castle?" Complete with a nearby golf course, 5-star gala dinners, and modern amenities, the 100-bed chateau has seen its share of royalty, even hosting a reception for France's first president, Napoleon Bonaparte. But it was Edison's former president, Ken Walker, who wanted to bring Fort Myers to France.
Anything went back then, actually. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they were looking into this. It's just so typical Walker. I mean, he just wanted this dynasty, you know.
Edison professor and union president Ellie Bunting says faculty heard rumors about a castle. At first, she thought it was a fairy tale, since administrators were telling them money was tight.
I find it very interesting that they are looking at coming up with another campus in Europe, particularly, at a time when they're telling faculty there is no money. We never got a raise in 2008 or 2009. It kind of makes me wonder where their priorities were.
And it might make you wonder too, since your tax dollars fund Edison State. So we did some checking. Documents show when the college couldn't keep its own house in order, top officials wanted a castle. In 2010, the college considered leasing this French chateau. The same year, it was discovered students were improperly substituting courses like accounting for theater, and the college was misleading nursing students into thinking their program was nationally accredited when it wasn't. All the while, Walker was making more than any other college president in the state, with a compensation package worth almost $1 million. Bunting says the idea sounded ridiculous.
It seems that we've already got 5 campuses, and another campus is going to cost us a tremendous amount of money, so I find it odd that they were even thinking about this when the economy was so bad.
In April 2010, Edison's vice president of strategic initiatives wrote in an email that she may have a contact in France who wants to lease a castle to us for a startup community college there. And Edison considered it, highlighting the Château de Portelet in an internal presentation, saying they would need to fill 80 out of 100 beds year-round, and faculty would be deployed to teach abroad.
Not too shabby, right?
Not too shabby, no. I'd be curious to see what the qualifications were for applying for that.
In an email, a college spokeswoman told us it was just a discussion that didn't cost taxpayers money, saying there are no college expenses. The idea was discussed in 2010 and then rejected by administration. The college never explained why, simply saying nothing further came of it. They also would not tell us how much this college in a castle would have cost you, the taxpayer. The fairy tale dream of an Edison castle wasn't the only thing that didn't have a happy ending. 2 years after the castle idea collapsed, Dr. Walker was fired after a series of scandals threatened to strip the college of its accreditation. Back in her cramped corner office, Bunting says she's glad Walker's exotic expansion never made it past the idea phase.
Okay, well, we reached out to the Château de Portelet. They say Edison contacted them by email in 2010 because they were interested in setting up a program, but there were never any serious discussions about renting out the castle, nor were told would it have been possible to rent out that many rooms. In the studio tonight, Matt Grant, Fox 4 in your corner.